Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. As always, we are coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. This morning too, we are ready to bring to you details of all the top stories from both here at home and around the world. Stay tuned with us. We have all the news in detail. Let's start off with news here at home. The group of suspects, including the gunman arrested in connection with the murder of the Lanka Pradesh Sabha chairman, has been handed over to the Financial Crimes Investigation Division for further investigations. Issuing a statement, the Police Media Division said that the FCID will carry out the next phase of the investigations. Now, 7 suspects were arrested yesterday alone in connection with this killing. Earlier yesterday morning, 2 male suspects and 1 female suspect were arrested in Kakirava, Anuradhapura in connection with the incident. Now, the gunman who had fled the area was arrested later yesterday evening in Navin, Maharagama. The arrest was made during a joint operation conducted by the Police Special Task Force, officers of the State Intelligence Service and local police personnel. Police said that 10 special investigation teams have been deployed under the direct supervision of the Inspector General of Police to conduct these investigations. The teams comprise Senior Deputy Inspector Generals of the Southern Province, Western Province and Criminal Investigation Department, along with officials of the State Intelligence Service, the STF Command, the Colombo Division, Western Province South Division and directors of the Financial Crimes Investigation Division, Criminal Records Division and the Southern Expressway Traffic Division. During yesterday's operations, police also recovered a motorcycle believed to have been used in the crime. Additionally, police seized over 1.2 million rupees in cash, along with quantities of heroin, crystal methamphetamine or ice, and equipment used to manufacture the drugs from these suspects. Now, on the 22nd of October, Lanka Pradesh Sabha chairman Lasanta Vikramasekara was shot dead by an unidentified gunman. Meanwhile, police media spokesperson, Assistant Superintendent of Police Frederick Wootler stated that no opportunity will be given to anyone to engage in, plan or conspire to commit any form of antisocial, illegal or unlawful activity. He further said that since January this year, 6,127,138 individuals have been subjected to various police checks. According to him, 5,414 individuals have been directly linked to criminal activities. He added that 56,365 persons have been arrested on warrants, while 37,607 open warrants are yet to be executed. Let's move on to more local news. Minister of Public Security Ananda Vijaypala emphasized that the government's objective is to completely eradicate drugs from the country within the next 3 years. He stated that the government is also taking maximum measures to suppress underworld activities. Minister Vijaypala, together with Inspector General of Police Attorney at Law Priyantha Veerasurya, visited the Mahanayaka Thero of the Sri Lanka Ramanya Mahanikaya, Most Venerable Makulave Vimala Thero, yesterday evening. The visit was made to brief the Thero on the national program for the elimination of drugs and underworld activities scheduled to commence on the 30th of October. Now, preparations are reportedly underway for a joint public rally against the government titled Mahachana Handa, scheduled for November. A media briefing with opposition party leaders is set to be held this morning to provide details about the event. Samak Janabalabegya MP Harshana Rajakaruna said that the party has not yet made a decision about participating in this joint opposition rally. However, at a media briefing held yesterday, SJB Deputy Chief Organizer SM Marikar announced that the party will not take part in the joint opposition rally. Now, the 2025 ABU Media and Culture Day Summit will be held for its second day today, marking a major convergence of global media leaders as representatives from 16 nations gather at Stein Studios in Ratmalana. This landmark event, jointly organized by the Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union or ABU, Radio Romania, Maharaja Media Network and the Capital Maharaja Group, underscores Sri Lanka's growing prominence as a hub for international media collaboration. Delegates will be exploring transformative trends, shared best practices and deliberated on the future of media in an era defined by rapid technological change, particularly in the rise of artificial intelligence. Central to this year's discussions is the theme Risks, Challenges and Opportunities of AI for Media, reflecting the rapidly evolving landscape of broadcasting, technology and storytelling in the 21st century. Now, on the first day of the summit, a series of engaging panel discussions took center stage, exploring the multifaceted impact of artificial intelligence on the media landscape. The 2025 ABU Media and Culture Day Summit underscores its international significance, bringing together representatives from 16 nations, primarily from Europe, marking the first time this prestigious event is being hosted in Sri Lanka, with the Maharaja Media Network and the Capital Maharaja Group serving as the hosts. Now, these discussions set the tone for a forward-looking dialogue in the future of broadcasting, emphasizing collaboration, responsible innovation and the need for adaptable frameworks in an era of rapid technological change. Let's move on to more local news. Deputy Minister of Environment Anton Jayakudi says that a committee will be appointed to look into the 2 tuskers gifted by Thailand that have recently become the subject of discussion. He said the committee will include veterinary officers as well. Thai media recently reported that discussions will be held on the 28th of October between the Thai government and Sri Lankan authorities regarding the return of the 2 tuskers Plei Srinharong and Plei Pratu Fa to Thailand. According to these reports, the decision to recall the tuskers was made on the grounds that they were being subjected to ill treatment in Sri Lanka. Plei Pratu Fa, a tusker aged 12 at the time, was gifted to Sri Lanka in 1979. The tusker is now known as Vijay Raja or Thai Raja and is currently 51 years old, residing at the temple of the Sacred Tooth relic in Kandy. The other tusker, Plei Srinharong, who was 9 years old at the time, was gifted to Sri Lanka in 2001 and is now known as Khandula, aged 29, belonging to the Kalaniya Rajamahaviharya. Khandula had been gifted to Sri Lanka along with the tusker Saksurin, also known as Muthuraja, who was taken back to Thailand in 2023 from the Alutgama Viharya. Meanwhile, Minister of Environment Dr. Dhammika Pattabandi stated that the Sri Lankan government has not yet received any official notification requesting the return of the 2 tuskers. Let's move on to the weather forecast for today. The Met Department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the northern, north-central, western, Sabaragamuwa, central and northwestern provinces and in the Galle and Mathura districts. Strong winds of about 50 to 60 kilometers per hour can be expected at times over the western slopes of the central hills and in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern, northern, north-central and northwestern provinces and in the Trincomalee and Batticaloa districts. And as always, the general public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. With that, let's move on to international news for this morning. Teams from Egypt and the International Committee of the Red Cross or ICRC have been allowed to search for bodies of deceased hostages taken during the October 7th attacks, Israeli authorities have confirmed. The Israeli government said the teams have been permitted to search beyond the so-called yellow line in the area controlled by the Israeli Defense Forces or IDF in Gaza. Now, separately on Sunday, Israeli media reported that Hamas members had also been allowed to enter the IDF-controlled area of Gaza to aid the search alongside the ICRC teams. Hamas has transferred 15 out of 28 deceased Israeli hostages under the first phase of the US-brokered ceasefire deal, which requires it to hand over all the hostage bodies. The group said it is now coordinating with Egyptian authorities. The yellow line marks the boundary running along the north, south and east of Gaza that Israel withdrew to as part of the first stage of the ceasefire deal. Until now, Israel has not approved the entry of such teams. Up next is sports news for this morning. The Sri Lankan team emerged as the runner-up at the South Asian Senior Athletics Championships, which concluded last night. The fourth edition of the championship was hosted by India and featured participation from Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan and the Maldives. More than 200 athletes competed in the event. In the closing ceremony held last evening, showcased a series of colourful and vibrant performances to mark the conclusion of the championship. Sri Lanka delivered an impressive performance, securing 16 gold, 14 silver and 10 bronze medals, a total of 40 medals to claim the runner-up position. India won the championship title, collecting 20 gold, 20 silver and 18 bronze medals, bringing their total medal count to 58. Let's move on to more sports news this morning. The group stage of the 2025 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup concluded yesterday, marking the end of the preliminary round of matches. Two matches were played on the final day, with the first between England and New Zealand. England emerged victorious, defeating New Zealand by 8 wickets. The match took place in Visakhapatnam, India, where New Zealand won the toss and elected to bat first. Batting first, New Zealand were bowled out for 168 runs in 38.2 overs. Lindsay Smith claimed 3 wickets for England. In reply, England comfortably chased down the target, scoring 169 runs for the loss of just 2 wickets in 29.2 overs. Tammy Beaumont contributed 40 runs, Heather Knight added 33 and Amy Jones remained unbeaten with an impressive 86 off just 80 balls, featuring 11 fours and 6 sixes. This match also marked the final one-day international appearance for New Zealand captain Sophie Devine. Both England and New Zealand players paid tribute to her on the field following the match. Now, meanwhile, the match between India and Bangladesh was abandoned due to rain. Rain caused a 35-minute delay to the toss, which India eventually won, opting to bowl first. However, the game faced multiple interruptions and play finally began at 5 p.m. as a 43 over per side contest. Bangladesh had scored 32 for 2 in 12.2 overs when rain once again halted play. The match was later reduced to 27 overs per side. Batting first, Bangladesh managed 119 runs for 9 wickets in 27 overs. India, in reply, reached 57 for no loss in 8.4 overs before rain returned yet again, forcing the umpires to call off the match. Now, all matches of the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025 can be watched live on TV1 and streamed online via www.sirasatv.lk, the official local broadcasting rights holder of the tournament. Well, that's a wrap of this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. Thank you for joining us this morning. Do join us tomorrow as well for more of the very latest from here at home and around the world. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.